Ketchup and Mustard, one of the surprising heavy-hitting decks of previous sets. Does it still have the hard-hitting power, or has it fallen out of favor? Recent data out of Pixelborn would suggest the deck is still being played, but to a much smaller percent than before, which indicates that it's perhaps not as good as it once was. It's true, it has the highest win percentage, but with a much smaller number of games played compared to the other color combinations, that can hardly be taken at face value. Today, we're jumping in with a deck from one of my Discord members, Shrek's GF. I was warned that this deck can have a slow start, but once it sinks its teeth in, there's no letting go. In my experience, this deck loves to get Pluto Friendly Pooch going as soon as possible and taking advantage of his ramp to jump into some of the 5-cost characters, especially if you can get into the Pluto Determined Defender. We also run a package of evasive characters in Minnie Mouse Stylish Surfer, Pungo, Ol' Rascal, and Goofy Daredevil, along with a package of removal characters such as Maui Hero to All, Lady Tremaine Imperious Queen, and Madame Medusa the Boss. The card draw is a bit restrictive, but we do have some in the form of Rapunzel, Gifted with Healing, and Stitch, Carefree Surfer. And of course, because we're running Mufasa, Betrayed Leader, our top end of the deck is also pretty spicy with Maleficent Monstrous Dragon, who I will definitely question their existence in this deck every time I draw them, and Chernabog, Evildoer, who is also a sweet hit for Mufasa, but also an okay card to draw, as it will rarely cost 10, and we can actually play this card. A lot of options, a ton of answers, and ways to keep ourselves in the game. Maybe Ketchup and Mustard is still good enough. Okay, Lemon Lime. Seems all the Lemon Lime decks I play lately are pretty aggro. So I can either be aggro myself, or I can really get after them. I think I'm gonna try to get after them. Get rid of all my expensive cards. I'll keep the 2 and 3. Maui's good. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Simba down. The fact they got a Simba makes me think, you know, they're gonna be pretty aggro. Alright. Stitch, we're not gonna see you for a long enough time, but I feel comfortable with you being inked. Alright, the Queen. Are we gonna see a shift? Or are we gonna see them go a little wider? Especially in the face of a 0 power. Yeah, there goes a Ray, so you know they're gonna be pretty aggro. Now, if I do anything with Pluto, now, not a lot's gonna go for me, right? I get Doc out. Doc's not a great attacker. I need something that's gonna take down their own Simba. Alright, Goof, you're not gonna cut it just yet. But I do also want to ramp into Doc. Either way, the clock is the same. If I wait off this turn, I can get Maui next turn. No, I still need Doc down to do Maui next turn. Ah, blarg. Let's do my own Simba. It's okay, they're not way ahead yet. Don't act like we're dying. But we're definitely going to favor getting a Doc down. Gotta get this Maui out. Oh, and they got some subtle discard action. Alright, we'll get rid of Pride Lance. That ain't doing anybody any favors. Mufasa. The evasion's nice, but... well, if I do my Simba, they could just have a Queen, right? I'm gonna suspect that they have a Queen. Alright, I think we get Mufasa down next turn. Well, I was gonna say, then followed up by a Maui, but looks like we're gonna lose it. Oh, let's see. Minnie Mouse for sure. Yeah, I think we keep Mufasa. It's gonna require more than just one thing to take it out. Oh, now they're questing. Could almost get a Chernabog down. Now I have to quest with Doc. That's very unfortunate. Oh, why did I have to draw a Chernabog right now? Alternatively, it's no ink, and then both my characters take out Simba. I don't think that's good. I think this game just screwed us with that Chernabog. Alright, now we'll see the Shift Queen come down and cause havoc. We played around with the whole game, but there's nothing I could do now. Missing the ink drop really hurt. Yeah, like I said, we played around with the whole game. And here it is to mess with us. Why couldn't Chernabog be 2 cards away? Mufasa turning into a Chernabog would be sweet. Yeah, we knew that was coming. Now I can't even attack and take out the queen. I have to take out Simba! I have to see some Mufasa on Simba violence. Can't play you either. This is turning into just a really awful situation. Now I'm gonna lose lore because of Rourke. Alright, more characters in my grave. I can almost play a Chernabog thanks to that Pluto. Okay. I still has a Mufasa. If Stu wants to kill it. Looks like Stay wants to steal it. Come on, Chernabog on top of the deck. That would be hilarious. I'll take it. Alright, I get a Chernabog no matter what. And I should ink it. Opponent's been holding on to that last card forever. It's probably discard. Alright. Can you deal with a Chernabog? I know you can get pretty dang close between those 2 queens. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you target. Can't detect the Chernabog, and Minnie Mouse has evasive. And Pluto has no attack, so... there goes a Daisy Duck. Okay. Not looking so bad after all. Let's get rid of that. Quit flickering. Let's get rid of that. Let's get a Mufasa down. Alright. We're both in top deck mode, and I definitely like my characters a whole lot more than I like their characters. And if they're gonna go straight into questing, I think this game's over. 'Cause now they just lost their board. Well, that's unfortunate. I can't do anything with Chernabog, so I'm gonna have to discard it. Let's go like this. Yeah, it's a Chernabog. There's nothing I can do about it. And you know, funny enough, we don't really mind the damage on Mufasa. Yeah, you should take out Lyle first, but since I knew he wasn't gonna die based on this attack, I wanted to leave them open to trading Mufasa for something. I don't know. It's probably not even worth the trade. It just seems like a fun... I want to spin the wheel! That's all I want to do. I just want to spin the wheel and have some fun with my Mufasa. Mufasa! Alright, well, we'll take out Lyle. Keep the Mufasa for now. Not any removal in this deck, so taking out my opponent's stuff is difficult. Alright, well they're guaranteed to go to 16. Oh, my Maui! I should have just played it. Opponent always has discard when I hold on to cards somehow. Of course I can't play you. So they can only quest for 2. Instead of trading my characters. Let's quest up. Bodyguard Simba doing some work. It's gonna protect my Chernobog and my Mufasa. Somehow I think we got there. Can't attack them, I got a bodyguard. I know, you would love to take them out, but you can't. I have a bodyguard. You know all about that, opponent. Alright, let's see the attack. I'm gonna give him a well played. Let him know, hey, hurry up. And... man, opponent cannot make up their mind between questing and attacking. Neither action wins them the game and they lose. Unless they got something really sweet in hand. Gonna get something from the discard back to their hand. What do they got? A queen? Well, that's no good. Alright, quest. And quest. Easy. Oh, another aggro deck, but with bouncing. Hey, I gotta go first. Fantastic. Now, I was warned. I was warned that this deck can have a very slow, rocky start. So, nothing surprising here. Pluto does give me a turn 3 Pongo. So I'll keep 1 Pongo. I don't like anything else. Little expensive. Well, that's not much better. Alright, pass turn. I'll still run out the Pride Lands. It's a turn 2 play, and there's nothing else I can do with this card. Queen's Castle. That does tell me a little bit more of control. Oh, there's a dock. Pass turn. It's not worth ramping out into dock just to lose Pluto. Because then the ramp stays the same. A Pinocchio. Alright, opponent. End your turn. You have to push the pass turn button. Good job, opponent. I knew you could do it. Another setup turn, and next turn I have a Pluto bodyguard. Let's see if my opponent can disrupt it. Here's a go. Yep, opponent can disrupt it. Goodbye, Doc. Interesting. Alright, well, at this rate, let's get rid of that. Do I play a Pluto? He does get bounced by Kits. Or Pluto. Pongo. Oh, this deck's going to the dogs. It is an attacker, and it does take out their characters. Whereas little Pluto doesn't. I do anticipate Doc is going to die here to Rafiki. So we're not going to have the ramp to get anything down. Like a Medusa. That'd be fantastic. There was another kit, so they could have bounced Pongo if they wanted. But Pongo is definitely here to thrash some stuff. Bouncing a kit. Interesting. Saving that Rafiki. They just want the extra damage, I suppose. This matchup I predict to be difficult. Like I said, I was warned that our deck has a very rocky start. It's tough to get an ideal start with this deck. Alright, we'll take you out. Pass turn. Try to get... I can't even get a 2-for-1 with my Pongo. Madam M. Fox can't attack it. Kit's gonna bounce the Pluto, probably. Well, they might bounce Doc, seeing that I've inked all my big Plutos. Yeah. Yes. Should have played that Ursula first. Now you know I got a big old Pluto ready to go. And now they're like, oh, well, only leave one thing to attack, I suppose. Oh yeah, you can attack Pride Lance. I forgot about Pride Lance. Ain't nobody using it. Alright, I don't know why there's a dragon in this deck, if I'm being honest. Ink has been an issue the entire time. Get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Alright. Can you make me discard the Madam Medusa? If not, I'm about to take over this game. What do you think, opponent? What do we got? You gonna be able to beat my Ketchup and Mustard? Hey, look, you got a Fox. So that bounces Kit. Do you have enough ink to replay Kit? Oh, that's an Ursula. It doesn't hit anything. Just enough to take down a Pluto. Good job, opponent. Yeah, that doesn't take out my Medusa. And I think they knew about Medusa. They just wanted to reassert their board state. Alright, ink off the top and I'm playing Medusa. If not, then I'm going to go Pride Lands and attack. I think having a bigger toughness would be better. Well, that's pretty sweet too. Honestly, that's just a little better because it allows me to keep questing. Alright, I think I'm about to take over this game. Look at us. You and me. Both stuck. At 5 ink. Alright, well, we definitely destroy the Queen's Castle. And if we're lucky, we'll also play Medusa and get rid of Ursula. Then my opponent will have no board state. I think this game's over. I think my opponent's about to concede. Jim's good, but I think I just want to have control of the board. That's gone. And yeah, I'll spend a turn taking out the castle. Alright, opponent's top decking. I got 4 cards in play and we're almost tied on lore. And we're tied on ink, so I think this game's very strongly in my favor. Alright, well, I got nothing else going on. Deity, villain, doggo. Yeah, well, I got nothing else to spend my ink on, so let's go ahead and do that. Just give me some big butts. Alright, opponent, I will accept your concession. Don't be afraid to quest now. So I can attack that Ursula. Give Maui something to do. He's bored. Quest and quest. Get Goofy down. Pump his butt. That's a weird sentence. Alright, do you concede now? How about now? Oh, that's a great card. It's just so late. That's the card you drew with Merlin, isn't it? Good job, opponent. You did it. You played your cards. And the concession.